Welcome to race number 9 of the 1980 season here at the, where are we? It says on the wall, Paperclip Park. This small oval, we'll have a little bit of a track walk. We come through here, this is turn 1, and then we head down straight, and then around turn 2, and then we're back onto the straight again. That's it. Very simple little oval. We could technically do this dirt track as a track, but nah. We're doing the oval. And let's have a look at our grid. Porsche lockout front row, Renault third, McLaren fourth, 5 racing cars 5th and 6th, Toyota, Volvo, BMW. Phil, unfortunate to have an engine problem in qualifying, has to start down the back, and these 2 cars down the back had to replace engines. So we've got 20 laps of this track here. Just get up the championship leaderboard very quickly and we can run through that and see where they're starting. So, in the Teams Championship, Porsche is 1 point away from McLaren, so it'll be interesting to see in these last 2 rounds. This is the second last round of the season. Next week is the final week. But Porsche number 3 starts on pole, also leads the championship by 2 points over 5 racing car number 5, which is this car here. Car 55, McLaren 55, right down the back is sitting in 3rd place, 14 points off the lead, and McLaren number 4 is in 4th. 5th, oh no, well that's equal 4th. Oh no, BMW is equal 4th, sorry, this one here. And the other Porsche is in 5th position. So interesting to see how this race and the final race change the standings at the end of the season. But we've got 20 laps of this track. Hopefully I can sort of keep up. Let's start the replay and go into here and start the cars. We're all away. Look like we've had a good start. It's been a crash at the start. The Renault's been escorted off. Yep, there's been a very big crash. Porsches are getting away. So Porsche number 3 out in front, 33 behind. Hang on, what is going on? So technically, 5 Racing 43 car is going to be out. So it's facing the wrong way and blocking. So let's see if this issue resolves. Nope, this car here is out. Press J and pause it again. So Porsche 3 and 33 coming into the second corner. McLaren number 4 in 3rd place. 5 racing car number 5 in 4th. Towards here, Volvo's moved up a lot of spots. But this car appears to be completely dead. So that one's out. So Phil looks to be good. This car's out. And this BMW here is also out. So we'll see how we go with that, but we should now all be good. So this is still the first lap. The McLaren's coming right up on the back of the Porsche. This is now starting lap 2. Comes across the line to start lap 2. McLaren is right up on the back of the Porsche. 5 racing cars dropping off. Volvo's keeping up. Porsche number 3, once again out in front. Start the replay just in case anything happens. This is your battle for 2nd and 3rd. It's a close battle. Can the McLaren get past the Porsche? Porsche seems to be a little bit better on the mid corner. The McLaren's looking for a way to sneak under and he's going to put him around. The Porsche goes around, Fife Racing and the Volvo get past, and the Porsche will continue on. So that now leaves the McLaren number 4 in second place on lap 3. Fife Racing car. It's actually somewhat caught up. Toyota and Phil are still going quite well. We're right on board now with the Volvo. This is lap 3 in the race. Fife Racing car turned in way too early, and the Volvo is just going to go straight past it, is it? Was that like the cleanest move that we have ever seen in this racing series? Volvo from a long way back goes down the inside, and the Fife Racing car tries the same thing, but puts the Volvo around. The Toyota's been put around by Phil. The Volvo now gets going again, losing the spot back out to the McLaren. We're on lap 4. Up and now I need to pause this. So the Toyota, when I get to it. Okay, so the Toyota is out. However, it's just going to finish a lap down. Just write on my notes. Toyota plus 1 lap. This is just so that we don't end up with, you know, cars everywhere and all that sort of thing. So we will resume the race. So this is the race leader now coming across the line to start lap 5. This is the view from the number 33 Porsche. Actually, I was going to say McLaren, but it's Porsche. And now McLaren is right up on the back of the leader. And as you can see, we're slowly catching up to Phil in the distance, who might also finish a lap down here. And it looks like it, so we'll keep an eye on it, but what it looks like at the moment is Phil is gonna get removed due to being lapped. Porsche now starts lap 6. Porsche leads from McLaren, Fife Racing, Volvo, and then the other Porsche. So cruising along once again. Oh, the McLaren's made a... What happened then? McLaren made a big mistake and the Porsche's gotten away. Fife Racing car's catching again. And the Volvo is going to go around the outside of the Porsche. So Phil is going to get removed. I'll just make a note of that as well. Phil plus 1. So Phil will be classified as finishing a lap down in front of the Toyota. But let's resume. So the other Porsche's got going again, and the Volvo is now going again as well. So we're on lap 7, riding on board with the leader. So we're now going to come across and start lap 8. So Porsche leads from McLaren, Fife Racing. Volvo is now a long way behind. So this is lap 8. This is the top 3 at the moment. Porsche, McLaren, Fife Racing. And then you've got to go a long way back to find the other Porsche and Volvo. It's a close race actually between this top 3. I thought that it's sort of all spread out and that'd be it. But hang on, what's happened here? So this is for the lead. McLaren has gone into the lead, and the Fife Racing car has collected the Porsche. So we're not going to get a replay on that, but Fife Racing car come around and collected the Porsche after the McLaren put the Porsche around. So both of these cars here are going to be out. There's major damage to the inside of this crash. So this car is out. Yep, that Porsche is missing a wheel. And that's not what I wanted to happen. I think he should still be fine. Yes, okay, so we're on lap 9. We only have 3 cars left. So the number 33 Porsche has massive front damage from that hitting the other Porsche. And it's going to get put around again by the Volvo. And here comes the McLaren, so Porsche 33 goes a lap down and has to be removed. So that just leaves Volvo and the McLaren. So the McLaren is on lap 12. Volvo is on lap 11. So just can ride on board the race leader at the moment. And everyone's sort of all fallen over. And like McLaren has done most of the removal of cars, put people out of this race, but is what it is. And on lap 13 now, McLaren is cruising to another victory. Hasn't won many races for a while, but this is going to be good for McLaren, especially in the points. It's probably actually put them back in front of the Teams Championship and the Driver Championship with 1 race to go. Definitely I don't think was the fastest car here today, but now lap 14. Check on Volvo. Again, Volvo's just been able to stay out of all of the carnage. Car is reasonably quick, but it's managed to stay out of all the carnage and is gonna finish quite well here. Starting lap 15 for the number 4 McLaren. So unfortunately, the 3 championship leaders were all running so close. Number 3 Porsche, number 4 McLaren, number 5 Fife Racing, which is actually number 3, 4, and 5 cars, which is quite odd. But 4 put 3 around, and 5 has gone straight into the front of the Porsche and sent the Porsche and the Fife Racing car out, unfortunately. Lap 16 out of 20 now, and this has left the McLaren way out in front, almost a lap in front of the other car that's left going around. And it actually looks like the Volvo's sort of getting away from the McLaren, and I thought that the Volvo's been reasonably fast, but just got caught up at the start. It's been involved in a few crashes. Lap 17 now for the McLaren. Got 4 laps to go of this small track. So I knew this race would be kind of messy and hard to keep up with, and I apologise, but yeah, not a whole lot that I can do. I want to try and get a lap counter going and sort of like a place, like a positions where the cars are, so it's easy to track and everything, but haven't been able to do that as of yet. Lap 18 now for the McLaren. Just cruising on, hasn't made a mistake yet. We'll now come across, start lap 19. So another thing I'd like to point out, this is not my track. I downloaded this off of the mod section. I guess I should probably put this in here. This is the subscribe thing, so I assume that they made the track. Now I'll be coming across the line to start the final lap. Cross the line to signal one more lap of Paperclip Park. Don't know why the car does that sometimes in the middle of the corner. I really don't. Volvo will now start their final lap as well, but we're now going to come across the line very soon, and McLaren is going to take another victory and put itself in the best position for next week's finale. McLaren wins the 20-lap race at Paperclip Park by a mile. Volvo has been the survival of the fittest. It is going to finish this race in second, the second only car left. Volvo gains some good points and finishes in second. And that is it for this week's race. You can see just how much further the McLaren went. Like, I started braking back there. The McLaren went all the way up to there on the brakes. So Volvo second, McLaren first. It's been this week's race at Paperclip Park. See you next week for the 1980 finale.